serious?
Yeah.
Wow, what a wonderful start to our podcast.
Yeah, we're already started. Yeah.
All right, everybody, welcome to the first.
Hold on. I have a question.
Podcast. What's your question?
Can I take a drink first?
You can take a drink at any time. Yes, you can too, Damien. Alright, everybody, welcome to the first official Misclicks Podcast. The obvious and most blatant ripoff of the Misfits. Today, we are greeted by our assistant guest, Damien, because our good friend Austin's not here. Say hello, Damien.
Why are you sitting on the table?
Let him sit on the table, god damn it. Next, we have our co-founder, Caleb. Go ahead and say hi.
Hello.
And next, we have our co-founder, Zane. Go ahead and say hi while you're sipping.
Hi.
That was cool. What a wonderful introduction.
So
Alright, so today we're going to be stealing I Talk Fortnite's idea, and we're going to be talking about the Fortnite patch notes for this update, 8.10.
You're going to have to mention all the patch notes. I don't pay attention to them.
I'm not going to pull them up. We're just going to mention like some of the important parts of it. So the new Voller vehicle. Can I get somebody's opinion on the new vehicle?
Boost needs a buff.
I could agree with you. Boost does need a buff indeed.
We need to change the boost. We need it to go further. And
I think that the one problem with the Baller vehicle, it's a good vehicle, but the boost is not good enough, and they need to fix the grappling system. It's too complicated for me. That's all I'm saying.
You ever get that feeling where it says you can like you have your reticle aimed on a spot and then it grapples onto something else?
Either that or it grapples on the air.
Exactly.
So, what are your thoughts on the fuel meter for the planes and it coming back?
Honestly, I'm not mad if the planes come back. I actually really liked them.
I
think
planes.
It'd be better if they added the fuel. I think it's good they're adding a fuel meter to it, because
honestly,
at least it'll mean that they're only limited time use, so you can't like reuse them.
Honestly, I don't like planes. They can add a fuel meter all they want. It's just the guns.
Yes, the guns.
I mean,
also the fact that people just like camp in them the whole game. I mean.
Yeah, I mean you make a point. They do camp in them a whole lot. Damien, is there a topic you would like to address that was in this patch? Perhaps? Anything? No? Alright. Well, there is one thing I want to talk about, and I think this is one of our most, well, not one of our, but one of the current controversial topics, and that's the Renegade Raider getting a style this update. Any thoughts on that?
I mean, I don't really care about Renegade Raider, so.
Caleb?
Well, I don't have much thoughts on the Renegade Raider.
Well, honestly, I think it's a little interesting that a skin that hasn't really been given anything since Season 1 kindly got an update. It got an updated icon, and they gave it a new style, so that people that do own it, you know, they have a new edit style. I think for people that own the Aerial Assault, he should get a style too, because in my opinion, you don't have to agree with me, but he seems like the most underrated Season 1 skin.
Aerial Assault, isn't that
yeah, Aerial Assault
Spitfire with a helmet?
Yeah, Spitfire with a helmet. I honestly think he's kind of like ignored. Like, you got Recon Expert over here, you got Gold Trooper, but you just never hear a lot of people talk about Aerial Assault Trooper, and I think that's not really a good idea, because he deserves as much love as the Renegade Raider. He's a good skin, he's pretty clean, and he doesn't get in the way.
I mean, I guess so.
Needs to...
Can we get another topic? This is turning really awkward fast. I think Will died.
Man's controller
Wake
died.
up!
Man's
Wake
controller
up!
died.
Wake up! Okay, he's awake.
Okay, well, give us another topic.
Oh man, I'm looking through the patch notes. Give me a minute. Yeah, I'm looking through the patch notes.
Oh yeah, you guys think the driftboard is gonna stay a thing?
It is. It's already been confirmed. It is.
It is?
Alright, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
good.
permanent. It's gonna be permanent.
Wait, what happens if I drink this chug jug with 10,000 health and 10,000 shield?
Then
I'm looking at the patch notes to think of something.
Oh wow, it does. Looking at the patch notes.
Yeah, I'm looking at.
Oh, you pulled out your phone.
All right, I have an idea, and that is the topic about guns like the tactical SMG.
Bring 'em back!
If they should return. Exactly. I completely agree with you on that. Hold on, I want to get a good
okay,
perspective
honestly,
of it.
this is my opinion. They need to bring back the tactical SMGs, and if they're gonna add purple and legendary pumps, they need to bring back the purple tag.
Bro,
Yeah.
imagine they bring back the drum gun and then they just ban tactical
Actually,
forever.
speaking of the drum guns, what are your thoughts on if they ever bring the drum gun back?
Burn them.
What would your thoughts be?
Burn them.
We all have very many. Please stop shooting each other. Don't actually kill him. That's why. During the stream, we're gonna have a good time, but we're gonna have to learn not to do stuff like that.
He likes
Okay.
drum guns, I'm mad.
I know. I don't like them either, but we're just gonna have to be nice to each other and not destroy stuff for the entire podcast.
Listen, I'm really thirsty.
Can I say
Okay,
one-
maybe if
can I s-
okay, I'll be honest. If they nerf the drum gun and make it so that it's not like the compact SMG, maybe I'd be happy if they brought it back.
Can I
But
say
until
something real
then,
quick?
it doesn't.
Yeah.
What?
They have to get rid of this. Hold on. They have to get rid of this gun.
No, they didn't.
Did
there
they
was
have
nothing,
to get rid of the bolt
There was
action?
literally
No,
nothing
they
wrong
didn't.
with it.
They didn't have to.
Wait, let me see the damage difference between... Okay, so purple bolt action.
I don't see
So-
why. Why did they
Oh, that's the
why did they
wrong one.
vault this gun?
110. 10 more damage than the suppressed sniper rifle. What is wrong with that? What's wrong with 10 more damage?
Okay, there's a there's a topic I really want to address right now.
What?
And that is the topic about whether or not they need to do something with infantry rifles. You can yell at me.
Infantry rifles?
But I believe that infantry rifles do
Yes.
kind of need to be removed. I don't see any purpose for
They
them
either-
to be completely
I mean-
They either need to be they either need to be removed or given a buff.
Yeah, they are kind of bad. I mean, I'm gonna agree with that.
Maybe if they made it so that the bullets were more accurate, it'd be a better gun. But until then, I really don't think it needs to be in the game.
Maybe if the bullets didn't take
Zapatron.
years to actually, like,
Now
to
the
somebody.
Zapatron. This
Wait,
is the-
Do you
Which one
think
is the Zapatron?
would fit
I
in
keep-
Fortnite's current
I
meta?
keep getting confused with the Zapatron from the trap and the actual sniper.
Sniper rifle, the one from Save the World. We're talking about that.
Okay, what's the zap trap called?
Ceiling zapper. If I'm not wrong.
Oh, ceiling zapper. Okay, makes sense.
Stealing. Yeah. No, get out.
Oh, I got a spider bite on my arm.
All right.
I think the freaking. I already forgot the name. I'm just retarded.
Zapatron.
I think the Zapatron would fit into Fortnite. I mean, I would like it.
Yeah, because we have infantry rifles and all this stuff.
They should start adding like energy or laser weapons or something.
I'd be okay with that as long as they weren't overpowered.
Mhm.
It would take a
'Cause if you
different.
think about it, the Zapatron was just the heavy sniper.
You know how in Apex Legends there's like energy ammo and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There should kind of be like that. Like if you find a like energy weapon or something, you could use energy ammo. I don't know.
Be okay with it. Yeah. And as long as they're not completely overpowered, it's fine by me.
This podcast is depressing.
there's not much to think about.
We could talk about something other than Fortnite. I mean, like other video games.
We could, but there's. I mean.
Can we hold on? Don't yell at me about this, but the compact SMG, please fix the fire rate.
Remove it. Hold on. Let me get something real quick. Let me get something real quick.
Make it either shoot slower, or just delete it from the game.
Wow, that's long.
What?
I don't get why that's funny. This podcast is ruined.
I'm sorry.
This podcast is ruined.
Okay. Alright, here's what I was gonna do. No, not that.
Oh my god.
Remove P90s. Wait. P90s.
Perfect.
Alright. Because
You're not.
technically you're a guest.
You're a guest.
All right. Another good topic to talk about may be the vending machine changes. And
I like the vending machine change.
Yeah, the vending machine change isn't that bad. I like the free stuff, but when it disappears.
My honest
Well,
opinion,
I'm okay with
I think
the
they should
disappearing.
Yeah,
in
actually.
my honest opinion, I think that it should disappear for like if somebody else uses it, it shouldn't disappear for you too. You should be able to use it and then it.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody gets a
it's
chance.
kind of like llamas if you
No.
think about it.
Honestly, I think it should just disappear, because if it's a free vending machine and multiple different people get to use it, and on your screen it just disappears and other people isn't, it wouldn't be very fair, because you would just get really good guns for free, like for
I
everyone.
guess.
You make a compelling argument. I can see your point.
Yeah, I see it.
Maybe only do it for like the rare vending machines, but what are your thoughts on Sergeant Greenclover coming back?
I don't really care.
I mean, I really didn't own the skin, so you know.
I don't really like it.
I understand. I understand people like OGs are kind of or might be a little upset.
Like I'm a little downside that it's back, but as long as I don't see him everywhere, I don't mind. It's just like I don't want it to be like this.
Bro, how much health does this man have? Kill this man!
Alright, no, stop, Caleb. Alright, well, Damien, Damien, we're gonna keep you out for the rest of the podcast. You can go into the lounge for a bit. Yeah, just watch some YouTube or something, because we need to get this podcast to at least an hour. The new animations for your drinks. What do you think about that?
I love them.
They're pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I love them.
I honestly think that they should add custom reloads for all guns. Make them
Yes. Make them unique. Make them
Yeah.
so where they're not all the same.
Alright, let's talk about creative now. This is something we all use a lot to have fun, to, you know, just to have fun. Now,
I just drank.
Honestly,
I just.
creative is really
I'm just gonna tell you something. I'm just gonna tell you something. In my honest opinion, I this is probably wrong, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I think they're working on everything else more than creative because people like my
I
friend,
I
my good,
beg I
like
beg to
my
differ
good
with your
friend here,
argument.
like my good friend here, Will. He made a very well developed map and he lost all progress. It got completely annihilated
I want that
because
fixed.
of all the glitches. Because of all the glitches.
Yeah, I did lose a 1v1 map that I had. It was a revolver map, and a
That
creative glitch
was
caused it to be unfixable because it would always destroy
when
it
it
every time I
was
came back, and it
when
would
it
always do
wasn't
more.
destroyed, when it wasn't gone like it is now. It was kind of the cocaine for us every single time we got on Fortnite.
It very much was. Now, speaking of creative, what would you like to see, and what would you like fixed?
What I
All
would
the
like to
bugs.
see.
Most of the bugs, not all of them though.
Okay, other than bugs and what I would like to see, I want them to add back to where you can actually edit the snowman and the llama with your phone.
Yes, I can completely agree with that.
Cause if I go over here into the lounge, these were originally gonna be llamas, but I couldn't do anything with them. And I was gonna have like snowmen sitting on the chairs and couches and stuff, and I was gonna do that stuff, but since they removed that, I couldn't do that. Alright.
Now, so let's talk about things you want added to creative. What kind of things would you want to see in creative in the near future?
Maybe like an
Now,
actual volcano that you can place down.
I myself would like to see some of the really old Fortnite guns in here. Purple tack, maybe like the normal like SMG that they used to have. Ceiling
miss that
zappers,
thing.
wall dynamos. I'd like to see really old items returned to creative so that
Jump
they can live
pads?
on somewhere instead of in the vault. Well, directional jump pads, stuff that was in really old Fortnite, it needs to come back. At least in creative. It doesn't seem fair that they just belong in the vault because they were season 1 and they didn't know what they were doing there. They're slowly bringing back some of the weapons that are people want to see, but they're not bringing back the guns that need to be seen.
You know how you can set like a timer in your game modes and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I want a trap that you can set down to where you place it down and you can edit it, and it's basically a supply drop spawner, and you can set it to where like what time it spawns, like what mark.
I would actually like to see that.
Like, okay.
Maybe since they're starting to add like objectives to Fortnite, I would like to see a getaway kind of objective device come to Fortnite.
Picture this: you set your game mode timer to like 5 minutes, and it's at like a 4-minute mark. You could set the trap to where the supply drops start coming in at that 4-minute mark, and you can
I think that's a pretty good idea. I do like that.
like once you do that, you can set the stuff that you want to put in there, like put in the supply drops. You can you know how you drop guns into item spawners and stuff. It's kind of like that.
Now, something I would like to see is a functioning circle storm. Not like the music sequencer storms that we have now. I would like to see like a circle storm that you could kind of like the Battle Royale storm. I would love to see that in creative.
Yeah.
I would love to see something like that in a game where you could do like a classic Battle Royale 1v1 with your friends with a little bit of the storm added to it. Where you can customize the storm to see how much damage it does, maybe add a storm surge. Like stuff like that. I would really love to see stuff like that.
That'd be cool.
And another thing that I think needs to be added is getaway. I know I said this before, but I want to emphasize on it. I would love to see getaway kind of objectives, like an objective where you get a item and you take it to a van or a bus or something, and you have to escape. And I'd love to see a game mode like that in creative. And I think they're making the right steps to making creative more fun. But there's so much they need to fix. The bugs, they need to add more stuff. And I think right now creatives, it gets attention, but I feel like it gets more attention than Save the World. Save the World has been getting absolutely no attention lately. They're bringing back old heroes, and there's absolutely no new content besides the hero system. And I think they need to add maybe a new hero, Luxay, Blackheart, Hybrid. They need to add something to spice it up. Because right now, Save the World for me is really boring. I don't like them bringing back heroes that I've already been able to get before.
Am I the only one
I
that
already have
doesn't...
Wildcat, and like I want new stuff, so I have a reason to get on Save the World and start grinding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that. But like, am I the only one that finds zombie killing unsatisfying in Save the World?
It's a cartoony kind of game. You can't really add much more satisfaction. It's meant for kids. You can't really add much to it.
I know, but like,
honestly, I think they're doing right things to creative, but they're taking steps that are too small and they're taking too long to do. And the thing is about,
I completely agree with you.
No, this is my opinion about Save the World. This is my opinion. You can argue with me if you want to. Missions take too long.
They do.
I completely agree with you. Completely.
I know they give you enough time.
Back in the day before beta storms were a thing, I was so mad with how long missions took. I was always complaining that they needed to nerf mission time.
I got two things to say.
And I still believe that they need to.
So I got this first thing I was gonna say a long time ago, but I forgot what it was. But when we were talking about creative, it'd be nice. You know the radio that comes in, like,
yeah.
It'd be nice if you could like customize the radio to make it say what you want to say. Like, you can put in game rules and stuff. Like, once you spawn in, that radio comes in.
I know what you're talking about completely. And they need to
this...
add more music to the radio, like actual OG Fortnite music, not the remix like we.
No,
already
not the
have,
radio.
like
I mean the radio. You know how it gives you tips
I know
about
what
creative.
you're talking about, but still, I think they need to add more music to those radios.
Okay, yeah, those right. Also, the second thing is, survivors in Save the World are too blank.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. And another topic I have about this is that Battle Royale challenges have been the same since Season 1. Never have they ever made any new challenges, daily challenges. I'm talking about daily challenges. Back in Season 2, when you bought the Battle Pass, you got Battle Pass challenges, and those were completely new. They had completely new objectives, stuff that we don't have anymore. We have Battle Pass challenges, and sure, those are fun, but they're tedious. And and as the person that grinds all of the challenges in Fortnite, they get really annoying really quick. And I almost don't want to do them, but I do them so I can have them done and have my complete season done. And I think they need to add more daily challenges for duos and mostly duos, because I've never seen any duo challenges.
The challenges that I find most annoying are stage challenges.
Yes, completely agree with you. Yes. And challenges where you have to get explosive kills, until they add more common explosives, I really don't think those need to be a thing right now.
Back to the survivor thing, like, saving a survivor and looking at how they just like say thank you and then just like disintegrate away is like being a teacher and then getting an essay turned in by a student and then opening it up and it's just blank.
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, you make a good point. There's nothing really special about it. If I'm saving a survivor, I want something special for it. I want to feel like I actually just saved someone. I don't want to be like, oh wow, I did that for nothing. I didn't have to save them. I want it to be more rewarding, and it's not rewarding. They need to do something about that.
You know how like in a bunch of
another thing is that you can. The thing is, putting down survivors. There just seems to be no point to them, because like, what's the point of putting down a survivor and giving them a gun you don't want to give away?
You know how in like most zombie games.
You go ahead.
You know how in like most zombie games there are a bunch of survivors, and a lot of the games the survivors have personality, so it makes you feel good about like saving the character. And if they have a huge personality inside of them, then you really feel bad for not saving them. But in Save the World, it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna kick it around like it's nothing, because it's basically just...
Yeah, because in Save the World, I'll be honest with you, every time I hear a survivor I honestly don't always go to save them because I don't see a point.
Because they're too blank.
I want to yeah, there needs to be more to it. Now, now another topic I want to talk about is edit styles for skins in Battle Royale. Do we need more for more skins?
Edit styles? What do you mean?
Like, for Elite Agent, we finally got being able to take her mask off. Do you think for the astronaut skins, you should be able to take their helmets off, like stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
We should honestly have like more edit styles.
We should, and I think that Fortnite is starting to take steps to add more edit styles, and it really is showing. They are starting to listen to the community, and they're starting to add more edit styles. They're listening, but they're not listening well. They're adding styles to skins that a lot of people I honestly don't see wear. Elite Agent and Renegade Raider were good choices this patch. Waypoint, it was an okay choice. Overtaker and Whiteout, I don't think really needed the styles, because I don't honestly see people wearing the skins that often.
That's kind of true.
Yeah.
And skins like Raptor or Frostbite, I'd love to see you be able to take their masks off, because you can in Save the World, and you see them without their masks on in Save the World. Why can't you do that in Battle Royale? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, they should add styles to more of the common sense skins you see more, like taking off like whatever helmet or mask they have on.
Scarlet Defender. I think Scarlet Defender was a good idea. It adds more style to a green skin, and I would have definitely bought it.
This is a Save the World idea that I think would be nice, but I need your guys' opinion on it. Would cutscenes in Save the World be nice?
We technically already have them, but they're not as good as Battle Royale.
I mean, like,
I understand what you're saying.
I mean, like cutscenes, like cinematics for every season.
Definitely, I would completely agree with you. That would be something I'd love to see. Now, another topic I want to address is skins returning. That and what else? This season's Battle Pass is something I want to cover. Skins coming back is something I want to cover. What was the other thing?
Another thing about skins returning and selectable styles for that skin. All OGs of that rare skin should get a style other people who have never had the skin should have that other people don't.
Well, you see, I would agree with you on this. Most of the time, I would agree with you on this, but there's multiple reasons I think this shouldn't happen. And I think they kind of learned their mistake from Skull Trooper. I understand Skull Trooper, it was Season 1, and nobody played back then. So it's kind of like a compensation kind of thing. Like, you are OG, yes. But skins like Green Clover, she was around in Season 3. That's rare, but it's not OG. Skull Trooper definitely deserved the style, but if they started adding OG edit styles for skins that really don't deserve them, then people that sell Fortnite accounts are definitely gonna try and sell the account for more. And I don't think we really need stuff like that going on right now.
No. Okay, I didn't mean like every season with skins. I mean like skins back in like Season 2 and 1, like all those rare.
I could completely understand that. And skin like people say the knights really need edit styles. I don't see the point in adding styles to them. What are you gonna add to the knights?
Can we talk about this season's battle pass? I mean, I feel like 100 tier could use like more to her because she's kind of a blank skin. I don't really like her that much.
Well, I like the skin. Don't get me wrong, but you're completely right. Her styles they're not good. Ice King, now for outliving opponents, his stuff was pretty good. I felt like that was stuff I wanted. His gold style, I have it, and I honestly like it.
His challenge.
Ice Queen looks great.
Ice King's challenges fit him, like outlive opponents.
They do because he's But let's say her emote is one of the biggest issues with her. Ice King's emote, great. Lynx's emote was great.
Wait, what is Lifeline?
Not good.
What is Lux? What is her emote?
Her emote is fierce, and it's like 5 seconds of just some music and a little bit of an animation. It needs to be longer, or they need to make a better one.
Another thing about Luxay, she goes nothing along with the theme of the Battle Pass. She's just
You're
an
right,
absolute-
completely.
I'm
You're completely right.
probably gonna get up to like Peely, and then I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna give up on the battle pass completely.
No, I would finish your battle pass if I were you. Get Luxay, and you don't have to use her, but get her pickaxe is pretty good. The wings
Wait.
on her, they're pretty good.
What
but
are
you
her
don't
challenges?
have to use her challenges are outlast opponents, exactly like Ice King.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, but they don't really fit her.
I'll say opinion, but I think some of her styles are kind of copying Ice King, like her gold style and her silver
Definitely.
style.
Definitely copying Ice King.
I'm
I can
really
see that.
I'm really
I can
interested
definitely see that.
in the live events that are gonna come to this season. I don't know
I'm
what it's
very
gonna
Oh,
be.
yes.
Yes, live events are definitely going to be interesting this season. Now let's talk about Hybrid and Blackheart. I want to start with Blackheart. Honestly, I think this is one of the best tier 1 skins we've had in a bit. Lynx was pretty good, but I think Blackheart really takes the cake. They took time, and I really think he's worth the grind. He is amazing in my opinion.
Hybrid is the first like actual classic ninja with like an actual mask and stuff.
Honestly,
I completely
this,
agree.
this is my opinion, but when it comes to Hybrid, his first stage is good, it's alright, but when it comes to him turning into a dragon, I don't like it.
I'm only gonna
I
use the first
completely
stage.
agree that his second stage needs work. It doesn't feel rewarding enough for.
I gotta
all the
change
work to do. No, we'll discuss. I honestly, like, I don't. He could be so much. Or it reminds me of Drift, and it's pretty cool how the lightning does change color with the color of your dragon. But he could have been so much more. His stage 2 could have been so much better. His challenges could have been better. I like that he has an emote, but I don't think that it's good enough. It matches him, it matches the dragon aspect, but I don't think he deserved better. I think he deserved better.
I mean, honestly, when I saw the cinematic and I saw Hybrid, I thought that the ninja was gonna be something he worked up to. But when I saw that the ninja was the first kind of stage, I was kind of surprised, and I really liked it.
I understand. Now, I want to talk more about Blackheart, because I think they did really good on Blackheart.
I like his skeleton, like the styles where there's like this glowing particle through his skeleton kind of reminds me of Uncharted.
Ghost Pirate,
Yeah, that's nice. But another thing that I like how you have to do challenges to change the color of their clothing. But this is my opinion. Them changing colors and you have to gather XP for, like, example, you have to get like this amount of XP to get like gold particles for the skeleton of Blackheart. It's like Zenith, and I kind of don't like that. Honestly,
I completely agree with you. But Zenith is a different story. His colors are very unnoticeable. They don't show up at all.
First tier skins were for season 7 were kind of disappointing for me.
Lynx was good.
Lynx
Zenith,
was good, but
Zenith was okay. I like Zenith,
in my
but
opinion,
again,
Zenith wasn't-
like Hybrid, he could have been so much more.
I'm talking about first styles, like Lynx's first style.
Yeah.
Lynx's
It's-
first style was good in my opinion. Her second style was god awful ugly. I hated her second style.
Are you
and
talking about where
I
she's like
remember-
halfway suited up?
Yeah, halfway. I did not.
What's
like
Lynx's first style
Was
looked like
Zenith-
she worked at a Hot Topic.
Yeah, with Zenith, I don't like his first 2 stages, but when it comes to his 3rd and 4th stage, he turns to an okay skin.
Yes, definitely. The skins in season 7 were great. They were well, not great, but they were good. Sergeant Winter, I liked Sergeant Winter, and I liked the fact that they added, the styles.
His heads.
Yes, they were definitely very, very good. Onesie was a great skin that everybody anticipated, but nobody thought she would be a battle pass skin. She's great.
Well,
I love Onesie. Frog
definitely
is a
turned
troll
into a
skin, and he's
tryhard.
hilarious. Yeah.
Turned into a tryhard skin. Especially when they came out with that new style that isn't the Durr Burger.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good style, but you know.
I had a topic and then I just lost it.
Honestly, back to the season 8 battle pass. Sidewinder, you can yell at me. I do not like Sidewinder. I
okay.
don't like her.
Yeah, she's an okay skin.
It's basically just Calamity version 2. Indiana Jones Calamity.
But
Yeah,
she ain't
Indiana,
thick.
They tried really hard to make her like Calamity.
She ain't thick though.
Peely, now it's a troll
Peely, on the
skin,
other
but
hand.
I'll be honest, they actually put effort into it. I like Peely.
The fact that he blinks,
Makes it even better.
and the fact that he ripens over the map. I believe that Peely is the first reactive skin to be in a battle pass.
yeah.
The first reactive
Yes.
battle pass skin. And I think that that's a step towards making more.
Yes. And animated sprays. I like them.
Definitely something that I am proud to see.
Can you just
Yes.
put that Luxay spray right here?
I'm gonna put it over here.
Like that.
I mean, it's definitely a very good spray. That is something. That's the spray I want. You see?
yeah.
Now I'm gonna put my Shadow Up spray over here.
I like
What the heck?
animated. I like anything that's animated, like animated loading screens and.
What
Mainly,
happened to-
this topic is mainly about animated loading screens. I like them, but in my opinion, they're too laggy.
Is some of this map disappearing?
No.
No,
Half of this just like disappeared. Hold
doesn't
on,
matter. We'll fix it later.
I'm
Worry
fixing
about
it
the
right now.
podcast.
Oh, it did. That's a little weird. But that's okay. That's okay. Everything's fine. This podcast, surprisingly, even though we don't have much to talk about, has gone pretty well. I'm very proud of this.
Yes, I think we all are.
I mean, of course, we can always do better. We're not big YouTubers, but we're big enough to have people, maybe 2 or 3 people listen. But I feel like if we could somehow, maybe one day, we'll be like the Misfits. We'll be big, and we'll be great. We'll have merch and everything. But until then, we're small, we're children, well, teens. But I think that we're taking the right steps to being like the Misfits. They're a wonderful group of friends, and we're a wonderful group of friends. Only problem is, we only have 4 people. There could be way more, but some of our friends do not like Fortnite. And I understand. Fortnite is not for everybody. But since we don't have to always talk about Fortnite. You don't always have to talk about Fortnite if you're in Fortnite. So speaking of this, why don't we talk about a different game? Let's talk about Rainbow Six Siege.
That's what I
and
said.
the new Burnt Horizon. You can yell at me, I know.
I mean, I like Burnt Horizon.
Burn Horizon's pretty good.
Burnt Horizon brought in some really good operators. I'll admit, Mosey and Gridlock are wonderful. Especially Mozzie. His autonomous... You're not coming into this right now. You can come in later, but this is just between us. Mozzie's abilities are unlike any other operator, and I'll admit, they're extremely useful.
Am I the only one that likes
Yes.
the whole scene where his little pest jumps on your drone and like starts hacking it?
Oh yes, that's
That's
a
very
good,
cool.
Like,
that is very
It's a great
it
feature
sucks
that
to
I'm
get my
really
drone hacked, but I at least enjoy the animation that it puts up.
Gridlock is extremely underrated.
She is.
Her abilities
She
are
is-
great. The spike trap can be useful if you know how to use them, and her assault rifle and shotgun are perfect for breaching.
They do 10 damage, which is perfect because I killed somebody in the Okay, so there was this person in the corner
They're
one
great
time.
for end game when there's one person left and they've been shot a couple times. It's good
There
to
was
throw
this-
it in the room and watch it hit 'em.
That's exactly what happened to me because I was gridlock and I threw the thing through the window into the corner and the guy was in the corner and he got killed by it.
Yep.
Exactly. Now, let's get back to Fortnite for a minute because there's some things I want to talk about, and that's the competitive Fortnite scene and
What?
why it needs to happen.
Wait, what?
We need a competitive-based Fortnite matchmaking. I'm
Oh, wait,
tired of sweaty soccer skins doing 90s when I'm
We
just
all are.
over here
I'm
doing
pretty
my
sure.
character.
Can we
all
get-
are.
They
We need.
we need it. We
Can
absolutely need it.
we get like some
We
kind of
need-
system where it
We need
forces
skill-based matchmaking. We need it.
Can we get like
Events were a good start, but it's not enough.
you know the level system, right?
Yes.
I wish there was a I wish there was like a server full of level matchmaking like every 10 levels. So if you were like
I would be
if you're like level 1 or something, you would be in the beginners level section. Then you're level 10, you get moved into a different server. And you're level 20, you get moved into another one, and then it goes on like that until you get to level 100 and you're just in with the soccer skins.
The thing is,
Completely.
we need skill-based matchmaking because all those real defaults, even if they even still exist anymore, those
they're
real
gone.
defaults.
They're absolutely bullied nowadays.
Yes, but they are still fun and make this game a great
They're
thing.
hilarious. They're
But
hilarious.
but
come
they
across
need
and
we need skill-based matchmaking because real defaults like everything like real defaults, not fake. They need to fight people just like them. They don't need to go into matches with sweaty soccer skins doing 90s.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I think Fortnite has the biggest problem of losing its default player base. For the sole fact that they're bullied by soccer skins, and if you try to be a fake default, which is not very hard, and act like a default, you will notice that you will always be killed. There's never a moment when you're not.
Fortnite has come to the days where people have no right for anything. No one's friendly. No one will interact with you, even if you're a fake default, or no, even if you're a real default, or banana doing a conga line. People will just always shoot you. But then there's always that little population of nice people who will not kill you. And those kind of people, they're just great.
And,
They're
and
just
not,
great people.
not to brag, but we are most of the time that little population. We are
Yes.
usually very nice to defaults. We do end up killing them, but that's only because they won't make it very far and they'll end up getting killed anyway. Now, a big topic that's not Fortnite related is the podcast in our group itself. We always are looking for new people to always come onto the podcast for viewers, and people to join the Misclicks in general. We have one person, our friend Austin. He does get on, but he's not always on the weekend. That's when all of us are on, and that's the only time Caleb's on. But you can see the problem when he's on the weekdays but not on the weekend. And we need 4 people. And Damien over here, we don't want to have to force him to always be on. He's good every now and then, but sometimes it's not good. We always need that person. Damien's a nice. We understand, and you're a good person to have on as a guest. But we need a person that's always going to be on when we do a podcast and is always willing if we want to. You know. Mute yourself right now so we can. And yes, he is a good person. He is always welcome over here if we don't have anybody else. But I mean, he's just not always going to be priority 1, you know.
Continue. I'm just finishing something.
A topic I've been wanting to discuss is Getaway. Now, I'm glad the Getaway event is back. I've heard tons of people complain that they want an OG edit style for the crowbar if they got it first. I completely disagree. Never do I ever see people running around with the crowbar before Getaway came back. Never did I see people running around with it. Now, I see people running around with it, and I see people complaining. And those people that complain are people that get Fortnite's best guns taken away. Streamers have a lot of power, and if they say they don't like something, most of the time, it's not staying in very long. And somebody that has a lot of say in this is Tfue Ninja. They have a lot of say in what happened in Fortnite. Tfue said he didn't like the burst rifles. What do you know? Burst rifles are gone.
Burst rifles got control all deleted.
I don't like how he complains like that.
Plain. Exactly. Plain. I think they didn't need to be vaulted. They needed to be nerfed. There's multiple steps that could have been taken before vaulting them. I feel like they could have added the fuel meter. They could have added the fuel meter early on, and they could have got rid of the gun. It would have been perfect.
If they would have just got rid of the guns on the planes, I would have been absolutely fine with them because they wouldn't be, because in the patches back then where it couldn't like ram into buildings and do damage to it anymore. Back then when Apex was becoming a very big popular uprise thing. That I was okay with that. But guns on the planes, I'm not okay with it because they can just shoot down your building and they can just ram right into you, and I hate it when they do that. I hate it when people just interrupt my build fights with other people.
I completely agree. Now, I believe that this concludes our very first podcast because I'm running out of ideas right now, and I think we've at least hit an hour. If not, we've gotten close enough. So I want to thank everyone for watching, and I want to let you know that we will definitely be holding another one of these podcasts, maybe tomorrow, and definitely when the new content update comes out, sometime next week. Maybe me and Zane will do our own little stream of the content update, and then once everybody is on, we'll do our group podcast and discuss more things. But again, I want to thank everyone for watching. I want to thank my co-founder, Zane, for helping us make the rest of the Misclicks studio. I want to thank Caleb for being able to be on and coming to the podcast. And I want to thank Damien for being a guest and coming on and talking with us for a short period of time. He will definitely be on eventually again. But I'm very happy that we had this first podcast. I think this has gone extremely well, and I am super happy with the results, and I'm so glad that we did this because it gets stuff off of our chest that we want to talk about, and I think that's great. Even if we don't get the views that we want, even if we don't get the attention, we have what we need. We got it off our chest, and there will always be people that come and watch. There will always be at least one person. Even if it's ourselves, we will always come back and watch this. So again, I want to thank everybody for coming by and watching, and I'll let you know if you want to follow me on Twitter at your boy Fat Sauce or Man the Party. If you want to subscribe, and yeah, thank you for watching the podcast. Thank you for watching the podcast, and I'll see you next time.